Good evening. Good evening, everybody. The Irish Medium here live. The candles are lit. And we have the cards. Love the energy coming out of them candles. We have the cards, and I didn't realise that another one had been stuck under the middle one. So, and we have the announcement of who won the 2 tickets to This Is Not Goodbye the Show. Good evening. How is everybody? Let me know that you can hear me. Say hello. Good evening. How is everybody? April 1st. April Fool's Day, huh? Or as most people would say, White Rabbit. You say White Rabbit 3 times for luck for the month ahead, especially the spring months. Hello, hello, hello. Say hello to me. Hiya, Bernadette. Hiya, Breach. Hiya, Carmel. Yeah, we do have the cards there. I did post them yesterday. Loud and clear, Bernadette. Thank you so much. Thanks, Michelle. Hiya, Ruth. Hello, Donna. How are you? What is the crack, people? Where is everybody tuning in from this evening? Hiya, Trina. Hello, Michaela. How are you? Lovely love hearts. Loving the love hearts. Keeping the energy high. I was in a bit of a fluster there because I was somewhere the other day doing readings and I brought my candle, my red candle with me. And I left it behind me. So I was running around. Don't worry. We have the red candle. What's left of that one is lit. Hello, Carmel in New York. Hello, Breach in Dublin. Howdy, partner. Leslie, how's it going? Hi, Erica, USA. Hello to the USA. Hello, Maria. So, yeah, we do. I found I was getting myself all flustered because I couldn't find a red candle. I was like, oh. I like to light the red candle. It's more so for them in spirit than anything else. So, hello, happy Monday, the 1st of April. I don't know about anybody else, but I think that the months are just flying. It's just bananas. Flying, flying, flying. Michelle Spencer's in Belfast. Hi, Yvonne, how are you? Yes, you bring her into me? Okay. You can put her there. Pixie's coming in. Bless her. Thanks, Shirley. Pixie, come on over to Mammy. Come on. Oh. There's always one of my dogs has to jump in and enjoy, don't they? Yeah, they do. This is Pixie. Don't let the cuteness fool you. She's just unreal. But if she starts barking at anybody, she sticks her head between the curtains. And if she sees anything outside, she just goes nuts. Oh, God. Yeah, the months are absolutely flying. Hiya, Pat. How's it going? Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Fiona Gilman laughing. Yeah, that's all fun and games in this house. Hiya, Tom. How's it going? So, yeah, I think the months are flying. Absolutely flying. Blinking. The kids will be off school for the summer. And then all the fun begins then. Hiya, Pauline. How's it going? Where are you tuning in from tonight? So, if you are a newbie on the page, guys, invite a friend to watch with you. Or you can actually start one of those things called like a watch party where all your friends can watch with you. And but if you share, I have 2 tickets to give away this evening to somebody who did like and share and tag from last week's live. From last week's competition. Every week there's a competition. And for what? It's for these, let me see. So 2 tickets to This Is Not Goodbye the Show, going to be on the 18th of this month. In 17 more days, we're going to be in the Hotel Kilmore in Cavan on the 18th of April. And we were in the Bailey Hotel on the 1st of March, and it was an amazing night. Spirit came out of the walls to talk to people, so it was just bananas. It was lovely, and it was fantastic meeting everybody, and I'm really looking forward to this one down in the Hotel Kilmore. It's a beautiful hotel as well. Denise, it is a fabulous evening, but I had to pull the curtains here because it will get dusky and dark, and then it'll look like I'm sitting in the dark. Plus, the dog can't see out the window, therefore she can't cause any disruptions, I hope. Pixie, coming up. Come on. Yeah. She walks across me. How is everybody? So yeah, how can you win tickets? So every single week, up until the week of the show, I'm going to be giving away 2 tickets to one lucky viewer who likes and shares and tags some friends that they may like to bring along, and I will be picking a winner every single Monday until then. So we have I think it's 2 more Mondays to go, so that's tonight and then 2 more Mondays to go, and we are live with a microphone and the spirit world. So yeah, hiya Mags, how's it going? Hi Del. Michelle Spencer, do you ever do shows in Belfast? Just started back doing the shows this year, and yeah, we will be everywhere, absolutely everywhere, and all the information will be going on my page anyway, so you won't miss it. If you keep an eye on the page, you'll see everything happening. Lorraine Farrell actually was just booked one the other day, so that will be announced in Navan as well. Yeah. Thanks for tagging Laura Ward. Thanks for tagging Bernadette. Hiya Linda, how's it going? Loving the love hearts. Hello Janice, how's it going? Michelle Spencer, brilliant. Yeah. Oh, the shows are amazing because, you know, it's not something that can be planned. Well, you can book the room and get everything sorted. But with regards to spirit coming through and everything else, it's an amazing night. It's an amazing night. It's phenomenal as well. But the actual healing that happens within that room on the night just be absolutely mind-blowing. And it's lovely to see. It's really, really lovely to see it. So guys, let's get people liking and sharing, because this one will be for next week. The more likes and shares and tags that you have in, the more times your name goes into the pot, as they say here in Ireland. The name goes into the pot. Hiya Lindsay. We're going to be doing the cards here this evening. And I had 3 angel cards pulled, and there was one stuck underneath the middle one. So there's 4, as I say, one for luck. But I did pop up a post yesterday so you could pick your card. Your show was amazing in Kilmainham many years ago, Fiona. Oh my God! Do you know something? That's mental. Denise, now that you say that, yeah, I did a show for, it was for a school, and they were trying to raise money to get some whiteboards and stuff for the kids. And it was an amazing night. And then there was another one for the Cancer Society as well. And it was just, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. So yeah, Denise, God, that is years ago. That is years ago, literally. But happy memories from that. It was an amazing night. It always is, but it always is. It's always an amazing night to connect with a loved one in the spirit world. Catherine Johnson says, your first time on. Well, you're very welcome to the page, Catherine. It was for Kilmainham Wood National School, yeah, and it was a friend of mine they were racking their brains to see what they'd do, and I said, sure, I'll do a show. and we'll raise the money for the kids. And you know what? We did. And I Denise, was it in Keogh? It was Keoghan's. It was Keoghan's. What a night. Wow. Yeah. That is years ago. Oh my God. I feel old. Bridget needs to go for card number 2. Hi, Claire McKenna. How are you? Hello, Martina. Thank you for your lovely message. Delighted that you got your tickets. So looking forward to the show. So looking forward. So it's the 18th. Anybody in or around that area, you know what? Get down, come down, and it's an evening with a difference. And the amount of people that I met in the Bailey that had never gone to an evening of mediumship, and they weren't really, they didn't know whether they wanted to go or not go, but they went, and they were glad they went, and I was glad they went, because they were the people that went, that ended up getting messages, and it was just lovely. It was absolutely lovely. And you can try to explain what it's like, but unless you're there and in the thick of it, then you realise, oh my God, you know, it's really, really, really healing. It is very good to raise money for good causes. So just wait until, let this build up a little bit, guys. Don't forget to share, tag a friend, or start a watch party with your friends. And well, I think the button's on the bottom left. If you're watching, you can start a watch party and your friends can see that you're watching this, or share it into some groups that you may know somebody that might need a bit of guidance tonight. Can't wait for the show. Yeah, really, really, really looking forward to it. Hi, Celine. How are you? Do you know what, Denise Horgan? I'd go for all 3. I'd go for all 3. I'm a devil, but I always say, and if you listen to the cards, they normally flow into each other, which I feel is it's an even bigger message. And sometimes we need a bigger message than just one. I'm always telling people, go with your flow, go with the flow of the cards. They're never wrong. They will never guide you in a wrong direction, that's for sure. That is for sure. I also do have the name of the person that won the 2 tickets to the show. So that's every Monday night, guys. Every single Monday evening at 7 p.m. I will be live to give away 2 free tickets to This Is Not Goodbye, the show. And it's called that after Anna's story, which is the book that I wrote. And that was written through the hand of Spirit, because I can't type. I'm a 1-finger typer. But when I sit with Spirit, I'm a 10-finger typer. So go figure. So yeah, I'm here. I'm armed. I have my usual aloe. Try and get a few people on. Hiya, Shelley. Hiya, Birdie. How's it going, Pat? No, I have the cards here. And so you'll be picking... Hold on a second. Bum, bum. So I put the cards up earlier on today, or yesterday. So I put up 1, 2, and 3. I told everybody, go pick your cards, whichever one that you are drawn to. But when I was actually lifting them or moving them, the 4th one popped out. So that's 1 for luck. That'll be a lucky card for somebody out there. So we'll just go with the flow. So if you have picked your card, let me know, because I'm going to be doing the number 1 now. I also have these cards here with me as well, the O'Reliables. So if you, who has picked number 1, I'm going to be picking the number 1s. So I will say, Angie's drawn to 3 and 4. Shelley is number 1, please. I have it. I love those angel cards. And yes, they are quite old and worn. They've gone through thousands of hands. They're so old. If you've seen them in the now, like, it's... But I love them. And I'll always use them probably till they fall apart, and then I'll just keep them up. just for good measure, because they've been to a lot of different countries. These angel cards have been to so many countries and sat with so many people, thousands. When I think about it, it's crazy. Thank you for sharing, Martina. Hi, Geraldine Cody. How are you? 2. Bernie Kane's 2 and 4. 2. Everybody's going for number 2. Oh, well, at least I know there's somebody there that's picked number 1. Anyway. Patricia, do you know what I'll do? If you send me a quick PM when this live is over, just with your, I'll pop your name into the comment section. I will put your name onto the healing list. And guys, anybody that feels that they might need a little bit of healing, you don't have to be ill to receive healing. I need to really point that out as well. You don't need to be sick in any way to receive healing. Healing's beautiful, and it's lovely to receive it, whether it's mental, physical, emotional or spiritual, that you need that healing on. If you want to pop somebody's name in for the healing, I will be, as well as the admins on my page, I also go through all the comments as well, just to check up and make sure that every name was got for the healing list as well. No problem, Patricia, absolutely no problem at all. So that's the healing list. So if you want a name, or whether it's a child, a mum, a dad, a daughter, or yourself, it doesn't really matter. Just put the word healing behind your name into the comment section, and I will pop your name onto the healing list. How is everybody this evening? Good evening. Catherine Johnson, no problem. No problem, Catherine. So, I think somebody's just rang the doorbell. Pixie. This is Pixie's looking out the window. Somebody rang the doorbell. Angela Greer is looking for healing. Janice Callan. Yeah, no problem. Davita. Hello, pet. How are you? Michelle Spencer. Healing. Yes, no problem. Kayla Farrell for healing. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, so the number ones, it's like everything went very quiet there for a second. Okay, so we're going to go with number 1. For those who picked number 1, we're going to go with this one. This is a beautiful card. Don't know if you can see the angel of the ocean. You've been told to take, for those who've picked number 1, Pixie's quite happy sitting on the back of the sofa with her head through the curtains looking outside. So she's quite happy, Martina. Okay, so for those who picked number 1, I always feel myself that all the cards flow into each other. Okay, so I'm going to go with this flow for number 1. Number 1, if you pick card number 1, you've been told, take action. You're in touch with your truth in a situation. Trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Now, taking action, trusting our guts, lovingly asserting ourselves. Sometimes we can take action. If whoever picked number 1, I'm going to go straight into these now. For those who picked number 1, the link with taking action. Did you ever take action in your life, but it absolutely drained you? This card is a great reminder to assert ourselves in a nicer way, in a calmer way, and a more lovingly way. When it says to lovingly assert yourself, it doesn't mean that you go out the door and you near kill yourself trying to do something or taking action on something, okay? Not every sign will be followed. We're not all superhumans that see every single sign that's sent to us. We don't work like that. We're human beings. We mess up. We do different things. But sometimes we do things where we're actually depleting our energy. So if you have people around you that seem to be like what I would call the energy vampires, where they come in and they suck the living life out of you, and you pick number one, you this card is for you because it's about how much energy that you're giving out there towards others rather than how much energy that you're giving back to self. Now, when I go to giving energy to self, Fiona, what does that mean? That means, are you taking some time out for yourself? Are you able to take 5 minutes out of your day and sit with you and your thoughts and your energy and be able to reimburse the energy that you've actually given away from morning till evening every single day, whether you get up and you're looking after your children, or whether you're getting up and you're running out the door going to work, or you're going to do something for somebody else, or your phone's always on the go and there's always somebody wanting something from you. If that is you at the moment, what I would say there is, when this card jumps out and says you need to take some action, you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself, not in a way that's going to knock you over. Because I see so many people that do try, but I also see other people that actually nearly have themselves half killed trying to help other people all the time and not giving any energy back to self. It's a matter of huge importance that you take care of your energy. Why? Because if you have no energy and your energy is not flowing the way it's meant to be flowing, then you are no good to nobody. And it doesn't matter what action you be taking if it's the wrong action. So you hear so many people saying, how do I know if it's the right action or the wrong action? Your body will tell you. Your gut will tell you. Your energy will be either up, 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 which is a really good sign. The butterflies in the belly, which is another good sign. And then you have the energy where you feel exhausted, you feel bloated, you feel fatigued. It's like a never-ending vicious circle. It's the hamster on the wheel kind of feeling. Okay, so if you can understand the hamster on the wheel feeling, this card is for you, because it's like, this is like taking you off that wheel. It's about taking action, stepping off that hamster wheel. Now, when we step away from drama, okay, because this is about action, guys. This is the number one card, the first one of tonight, where if you were drawn to number one and you've been kind of on that wheel and you've kind of been there for everybody else, and you're feeling depleted and you're feeling lethargic, you're feeling fatigued, it's just like, it's like Groundhog Day. You will feel a little different when you step off that wheel. You're going to feel a little bit dizzy. It's going to be different. It's going to feel different. So what I would suggest to anyone that's stepping off the hamster's wheel, you know what, you're doing yourself a really good service. By stepping off that wheel, as in being there for everybody all of the time. Okay? Because when we look around us, we are always surrounded by other human beings, similar ages to us and sometimes older, that are able to stand on their own 2 feet, really. So Zara, Johanna, you picked number one, and the bomb, and the blue hearts. Absolutely. It is like a wake-up call. This card is very much, you need to take action. Trust your gut. You're in touch with your truth within situations around you. So if the situation's happening around you, whether it's family, friends, work, it's okay to take a step back and say, you know what, I'm taking a bit of time out for myself. Did you actually know that the word no is an actual sentence as well? Not many people use it, and when they do, other people tend to go into a state of shock, as if to say, she said no to me. Absolutely, she said no, because you need to take care of self. So that's number one. It's about learning how to say no. It's about taking yourself off the hamster wheel of life. Taking a bit of time out. Yes, you might be a bit dizzy after you get off the wheel, but you know something? It's worth it. It really is worth it when you reclaim your own life back, especially from families. Families can be the worst. As much as we love them, but families can be the worst, and they can pull all the energy out of you. So if you have picked card number one this evening, that card is all about taking action and looking at really having a good look at what action are you taking that's depleting your energy, and what action are you taking that's giving you that good energy. Because if you feel excited, if you feel happy, if you feel that you're at flow with the pace that you like, then that's a good thing. It's always a good thing. So that was the number ones. How are we? We have card two, card two, card two. We're going to be connecting with spirit now as well, because I can feel them coming in. So I'm quickly going to go through the angel cards, and then I'm going to go into spirit. Now, I need to acknowledge card number 2. Have you picked card number 2? Who's picked number 2? So number 1 is about taking action. It's about getting back to yourself and saying to yourself, hold on a second, is this expanding my energy in my life, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing? Or is it depleting? Is it taken from you? Are you walking away from a friend or a family member at the end of a day, or being out somewhere and saying, I'm absolutely drained, I have a headache and I'm just fit to fall over? If it's that energy, then I'd be saying to you, you know what, you really need to take a little step back and maybe have a look at what that is doing for you in your life. Because you can't be doing for everybody else around you. You have to do for self first and then others. Bridge O'Neill picked 2. Thelma Hickey picked 2. Laura Ward picked all 3. Good girl. Well, I would go for all 3 as well, because you know what? They all flow into each other and there's a message and everything there. So keep the love hearts going, guys. Invite a friend to watch with you and share this live, because the more shares it gets, by next week, you could be winning 2 tickets to This Is Not Goodbye the Show. With me, live in the Hotel Kilmore in Cavan. Doors open at 7:30. And it's going to be a brilliant night. Brenda Clinton picked 2. Vanessa Short, number 2. Geraldine Cody, number 2. Paul Neal, number 3. Okay, Mary Martin picked 2. Hi, Irene. How are you? Love the love hearts, Thelma. Thank you so much. So yeah, okay, I'm going to go into card number 2. Now, when I turned card number 2 over earlier on, I noticed that there was another card sitting on top of it. So there was 2 cards. I'm going to show you them. So there's a reason for everything. So the first card that we picked for the number 2s, you have Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing. Okay, Archangel Raphael for the number 2s. But this card was sitting underneath it. And it's a lovely card. Opal. This is Opal. Isn't she beautiful? Look what she holds. She's holding a baby. Okay, so for the number 2s, it's all linked with healing. Archangel Raphael is with you, giving you the courage to make changes. He's helping you in challenges within yourself and other people. That's what Archangel Raphael does. He takes charge of your energy when you call him in around you. The angels are fantastic to call in around you. But Archangel Raphael energy healing is literally the softest, most gentle healing that anybody could ask for. Hello, Paula Pet. I'm still dying from that meal yesterday. Oh my God. Food coma yesterday for Mother's Day. But it was fantastic. Archangel Raphael number 2 brings, I'm helping you to heal. It lifts the energy where sometimes families, again, he surrounds you with healing light to help you through different things that go on in life, right? Now, Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing. And I would say to everybody, call upon Archangel Raphael, even if you're just feeling a little bit tired, or you're feeling a little bit low in yourself, or your energy levels are low. Archangel Raphael, there's no surprise that he actually came out after that first card. That first card was all about taking action, trusting your gut, lovingly asserting yourself. But if you feel that you haven't got that energy to do that, this is the angel that you call in, Archangel Raphael, okay? That's the angel that you call in. That's the angel that's going to surround you with the love, the light, and the healing. And, you know, maybe push yourself maybe to go and maybe book in and have a bit of healing done. Not sure if anybody on here has had healing done, but it is a lovely, lovely thing to do for yourself. And it's really, really good. Now, I have somebody coming in from Spirit here. I don't know if somebody on here at the moment is trying to have a baby, but this link with this angel card, when I pulled those 3 cards, I was 100% sure there was only 3 cards when I took that photograph of the cards, okay? And this card in particular, and there's a reason for everything, okay? But this card in particular was just stuck to the middle card. It was stuck to Archangel Raphael. And I need to acknowledge that it is to do with your children on earth and in heaven are being watched over and cared for by God and the angels. This is a beautiful card. If you can see the angel holding the babies. It's also the angel of families. And it does bring an awful lot of healing in around family members at this time. But somebody on here, I can actually feel Spirit coming in now. Hold on a second. Right, I thought we'd be able to get through the 3 cards. I knew it. I knew every time, every single time. Okay. I need to acknowledge somebody that's that has had not just 1 miscarriage. I feel like they've had about 3, if maybe 4. I need to acknowledge I have 1, 2, 3 energies that are coming in. I need to acknowledge there's a person on now at the moment that has had a few miscarriages, but I need to acknowledge the pregnancy now because I see a baby link coming, and this somebody on here is pregnant. Somebody on here is expecting a baby. I need to acknowledge it. I need to find out who it is because I need to acknowledge I am seeing at least 3 miscarriages before this, possibly 4. Okay. Who is it? Donna Short, is this you? I need to acknowledge this very strong energy because there's a gentleman and a lady that is very strong, but they're holding babies. Zara, you've had 4 miscarriages, pet. I need to see who I'm going to here because I need to acknowledge it's definitely 3, but I actually want to stretch to 4 miscarriages, and I am looking at a pregnancy that's actually either there's somebody pregnant now or else maybe they don't even know they're pregnant yet, but I just need to acknowledge there's a gentleman and there's 2 ladies in Spirit that Talma Hickey had 4 miscarriages. Okay. Right, let me try and get a bit more information on this one. This is how they just interrupt. Let's see where this is going. Okay, let me find this. Thelma Hickey, can you understand about the lady that passed over into the spirit world with it was a brain aneurysm of some sort. There was a clot and there was a blockage I see the blood, I see the base of the brain. I don't know whether it was a brain aneurysm or it was a stroke because I do see a blood clot. So Thelma, can you understand this? And if you can understand also the month of May being very significant for either you or for this lady that's in Spirit. So if Thelma Hickey is still on, let me know. trying to move this. Can everybody hear me and see me? Because this is, the writing's just frozen. Okay, if Thelma Hickey, let me know if you are still on there, Thelma, and if you can understand this lady that does come through. Now, there's 2 females and a male there, but there's 4 babies that were miscarriages linked growing up on the spirit world. And I need to acknowledge, because whoever it is, they're watching here or they're watching online right now, so they're seeing this and they're taking my attention, so you can't understand the stroke. Thanks, Michelle. You're a gem. Thank you, Bernadette. Cheers, Lorraine. Well, I have a lady here who passed over through some type of aneurysm. I do feel there was something going on with the left side of the body. It does feel like a stroke connection. I feel that this lady had several mini strokes before she actually had the final one. And she was in a hospital bed when she passed over. But I need to acknowledge that this lady is here in the spirit world with me, with another lady. I feel like it's like 2 sisters. And they have a gentleman there with them who hold 4 babies that passed over via miscarriage. So somebody has to claim them, because I'm going to have to move them over and move them on. But they're not coming through for well, they're definitely not coming through for the crack, but somebody there needs to acknowledge this. Hello, Anne. How are you? Thank you, Mary. Thanks, Fiona. So I need to acknowledge this card always pops out when the spirit world are bringing in children. Okay. And I need to acknowledge the link with somebody that had 4 miscarriages, but the link to being pregnant now or trying for a baby now. So, did she take a stroke, Bridge, or did she have some type of aneurysm or something that clotted on the brain? Because I need to acknowledge I'm getting an awful pain on the left side of my head. Just below the back of the ear is where I'm getting the pain. I just need to acknowledge that she is there. I feel that she did pass over in a hospital bed, and she has another lady with her who the letter J is very strong there. They're on the big J, and they have the gentleman with them, and they have the 4 babies. I feel like there's 4 children that are growing up on the spirit side linked to miscarriages in the same family. Stacey, can you understand how this lady May, my son was born, my daughter's dad died in the May. The month of May is very significant. Okay, Breed, I think I'm going to you, because it's I need to go to Breed O'Neill here, because I just feel it's very, very strong, and the link, and maybe it's because of the messages are coming up really, really slow for whatever reason. But I need to go to Breach. I need to acknowledge that this lady definitely passed over in a hospital. 3 blood clots she bled behind. Okay, behind her ear, because that's where the pain is coming from, behind my ear, at the base here, after her fall. Oh, bless your heart, Breach. God bless you. Sometimes it takes a little while for them to come in. But they do physically. What happens with me is they physically put the pain on me, and it does be, sometimes it just be a bit horrendous, and if they could lift it off. So Breach, I want to go to you. You feel it too, okay? Because I got it at the here, right behind my left ear and down. So there was 3 blood clots. Okay, makes an awful lot of sense. Breach, I need to acknowledge that she's holding a baby, so I don't know if somebody's pregnant at the moment or they're trying for a baby, but I just need to acknowledge the link with miscarriages and the link with a baby that's to come. I do want to acknowledge the other lady that's with her, and I feel like she's a sister figure for her there as well. The letter J keeps being drawn here for whatever reason, and that's going towards the male that's with her. I feel like the gentleman passed over about 3 or 4 years before she did, Breach, if you can understand this as well. His breathing wasn't right before he passed, and there was some type of emphysema lung cancer going on there. There was something where he could not breathe properly, and he also passed. I feel like somebody tried to mind him at home for quite some time, but they couldn't continue because it was just too much on that person. So, Breach O'Neill, can you understand this as well? Because they're bringing a lot of energy in. James, okay, thanks, Breach. They want me to acknowledge the month of June, so I don't know whether it's the 5th of June and the 10th of June that links into a birthday or anniversary for you or them, because I need to, between the 5th and the 10th of June, it's significant. I feel like I'm looking at a celebration. I feel like I'm looking at sparklers. I feel like I'm looking at somebody that's either, maybe somebody's going to graduate, I don't know, but I feel like it's a big deal. And I'm looking at a cake. I'm looking at champagne. I'm looking at sparkles, 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 sparkles. Maybe there's a key in the door moment. I don't know, but I need to acknowledge between the 5th and 10th of June of this year. Breach, were you standing saying to yourself something to do with worrying around money? I need to acknowledge that she's handing you money. This is very odd. Okay. Breach, if you start to bless, anybody out there actually bless their money when they're handing it out, when they're paying their bills and stuff like that, always fold your money towards you and always bless it as it's been paid. Bless the bills so that the money flows back to you. Breach, can you understand what I was saying there, pet? I know it's quite difficult to type and keep going at the same time, but I need to acknowledge that this is a celebration that they're going to be going to, and I do need to acknowledge between the 5th and the 10th of June. Yeah, okay, Breach, when you say that you're worried sick about money, okay, this is something that I really want to bring this energy around, because she's handing you money. Now, when spirit hand money, I hope you win the lotto. Absolutely hope you win the lotto. But I feel that money worries is like, the more you worry, the more you pay out, and the more you worry about how am I going to do this, how am I going to do that, it's blocking your Breach. And it's like when spirit come in and hand you money, they're saying, stop worrying. You're drawing the blocks towards you, rather than, there's a reason why I always tell people, fold your money towards you, fold it towards you as you're paying your bills or anything that you need to pay. Always fold directly towards you if you're using the paper money, but always fold it towards you and bless it as you're paying it. But I feel like it's like she wants to lift money worries off you, Breach. And you know what? She does sit beside you on that chair. Now, you were sitting at the chair looking out the window thinking about money. Am I right? And I don't know whether you've a beautiful glass. It's a beautiful picture frame, and I don't know, I think is it Galway crystal or Waterford crystal? The picture frame, and I need to acknowledge that whoever's in this picture, she wants to acknowledge, but this picture is beside the chair that's you're looking out through the window, and I'm seeing this. So Breach, will you let me know? Yeah, okay, because I need to acknowledge. It's like she said, I feel she really needs to hear this. These are the words I'm getting. She really needs to hear this. It took her a while to get through to us. It's okay. We've all the time in the world. I love Mondays with Spirit. But Breach, I just need to acknowledge that there's somebody going to be announcing that they're pregnant if they haven't already. She is saying to her to stop worrying about money. She's handing you money. She's handing money. Sometimes the spirit world can move mountains for us. The spirit world can move mountains for us in ways that we could never imagine. And the thing is, what's happening for you, Breach, at the moment is You're being asked to take a bit of action, a bit like card number 1 there, taking a bit of action about taking care of yourself. When we worry, continuously worry about money, that's what we're going to have all the time. There's going to be a block. As money comes in, it'll go out. The more we worry about it, the more it goes out the window. It comes in the door and then goes out the window. I need to acknowledge that photograph of that lovely frame, Bridge, and she does show me that you must have other photographs that you keep saying either I must get them developed or I must put them into frames, but I'm being pointed towards other photographs that need to be placed, strategically placed in a certain place. I don't know if you've just painted your sitting room, living room area where you sit looking out that window, but it's like she sits beside you and says, "Sure, we'll have a cup of tea. Sure, we'll have a cup of tea." Bridge, this lady comes in and the love that she gives to you and your son and the link to what's coming is amazing. And when I tell you that you're blessed by the hand of Spirit, there's no other healing like it. Absolutely no other healing like it. You need a lot of frames. Well, definitely she showed me, I'm seeing all these photographs, but it's like they have to be framed. So maybe take a step. And I know that in Deals and in Pound Stretcher or wherever you live, that there's lots of different places that have lovely stuff at very, very low prices. So, you know, treat yourself. Treat yourself. It's always good to treat yourself. It doesn't matter whether it's €1 or whether it's €100, really and truly. For you, Bridge, I feel that you need to be reminded that you are loved. I don't know if someone was having issues with a car recently, Bridge, but I see new wheels. I see new wheels. I don't see a car. I see new wheels. So whether somebody's getting new tyres or maybe somebody's car is going for the NCT, Bridge, but I need to acknowledge she showed me the new wheels. And I do see somebody either getting a licence or applying for their licence. There's something going on there as well. But I need to acknowledge that before she passed over, that I don't know whether you were holding her hand and then there was a male that was holding her as well. I need to acknowledge the male. And I don't know who Sean is, but I need to acknowledge that name, Sean Bridge. I need to acknowledge the name Sean with Bridge. So Bridge, you're never on your own. I feel that, yeah, you know what? You know, sometimes a good cry, male or female, is very, very good for the soul. The eyes are the windows of the soul and they do need to cleanse. So I always say whether we laugh and we cry or we feel emotion and we cry, it's also really, really good to acknowledge that boys cry too. You know, they have emotions too, even though, go back, when I was growing up, the boys were told, you know, boys don't cry. Yes, they do. It is about, yes, and my brother Sean is my nephew. Well, I need to acknowledge Sean. She wants to acknowledge Sean. So if he was the one that was with her or beside her when she passed, I need to acknowledge, she wants that name acknowledged. But I need to acknowledge that maybe Sean didn't cry, or maybe he just held it all in. But I feel like I am feeling like a wet face and I feel like I have to say the words, boys cry too, grown men cry too. It's absolutely 100% normal and natural thing to do. It's a normal emotion. But boys were normally told, oh, boys don't cry. They do. Bridge, I don't know when you last seen your nephew, but the next time you see him, will you give him a big hug and tell him that she's right there beside him and she's watching out for everybody, but she wants you to stop worrying about money. You need to hand it over. You need to hand it over, Bridge, okay? But I also want to acknowledge that there's a dog as well. I don't know if you have, what are those dogs called? Oh, God almighty, I should know. I've had plenty of them. Cocker Spaniel. There's a Cocker Spaniel dog there as well, but I feel like I want to put it at your feet, Bridge, so I don't know if you have one or you're getting a puppy and there's a new one coming in the door. But I just want to acknowledge that, Breach. I hope that helps you this evening, because I need to acknowledge the pain that she did bring on me on the back of my head. I did feel like some clots, and you know what? They put the physical onto me so they can validate who they are. And it can be quite difficult because we are a Beagle Husky. Okay. No, I'm seeing a Cocker Spaniel. Okay, I need to acknowledge somebody's getting a Cocker Spaniel on here, or somebody has one. Maybe they're on the live now. But Breach, if it is a case that the energies are just moving my energy away from them and bringing them bringing me onto a different subject, will you acknowledge and start blessing the money that you're handing out? And start saying that, you know, your supply is always there, but if we see the supply as weak, or it's not, it's always going out, then you really have to take some. This is crazy. The internet is nuts tonight. Okay, Facebook's just told me 114 people saw my story. You were thinking about getting another dog. Well, I see a lovely kind of golden type of Cocker Spaniel, lovely colour, and maybe that's a case of maybe that dog will find you rather than you having to go look for one. I always say adopt, don't shop. They are the most lovable animals. Oh, God. So, Breach, I hope that helps you this evening. But do know that you have all that energy all around you. She watches everything that you do. But if we're sitting, sometimes it's okay to sit in the pity pot and moan at ourselves and, you know, try to work things out. And then all of a sudden you get this new energy and you move forward and you're able to put one foot in front of the other. Some days are harder than others. I understand that. But sometimes we really do have to stop the worrying, because it serves no purpose in our lives. And the quicker that we realise that, the more and the quicker life starts to happen for us. So that was for Breach. So I'm glad that it takes a little while sometimes for the right energy to connect to the right person. So that was all about card number 2, all about Archangel Raphael. Asking that energy, the blue energy, to come in all around you and take care of you. So they're all there. Now let me see if I can. I'm just going with the flow, guys, here. Oh, that's lovely. Hey, Nicola, hello. That's lovely, Ruth. It's really lovely to help people connect, do you know? And that's what this page is all about. It's about helping people connect and reminding people that we're not on our own. But they do see if we're sitting at home, looking out the window, having a cup of tea, thinking, what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about that? And we do have those moments, but we got to pick, as they say, pull the big girls' britches up and keep going. Mags Mahan, Mags, health issues. Mags, I'm going to put you onto the healing list. So when I read back through these, I'll find your name and I'll put you onto the healing list. Breed, you're welcome, pet. You're absolutely welcome. Let me see. Kimberly, I'll pop you onto the healing list, no problem. Okay. Okay, so guys, I just connect in with whoever comes in and literally connects in with me. I need to acknowledge somebody. A male. I have a male. I want to say that he's not, most definitely not old anyway. He's a younger male. I need to acknowledge the link with not being able to breathe properly before he passed over, but I feel that this was done. Come on. This was a tragic circumstances that this was done, and when I link in with tragic, I do feel that this person went into the spirit world via their own hands. I need to acknowledge, because he keeps saying my sister and my mum, my sister and my mum. So I don't know whether they're linking that, he's linking that his sister and his mum is on this, or somebody that he say, no, he hasn't got a sister. That's his best friend. What is this that I'm picking up on? Okay, hold on a second. I have a young male who passed over via a very difficult, tragic way. He shows me a younger female, similar age as him, but he says it's like she's my sister from another mister, as in that was his best friend, or he's seen her like a sister. Okay, I need to acknowledge, he keeps saying his sister is, it's like my sister is on here, but my mum is there. I need to acknowledge, no, this is a suicide. I need to acknowledge that this young man passed over via other circumstances. Angie, can you understand why he would say my mum's on and my sister? But I feel like I need to acknowledge my friend died young. He died young. You see me as his sister, Lorraine Goff. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I need to acknowledge that he didn't do this at home. He did it. It was away from where he lived. He wouldn't do it for where he lived. I need to acknowledge that he was beside murky water. He's shown me, I feel like I'm looking at a lake of some sort. Now, I feel also that I feel like I'm looking across this lake with this young man. Terry Ann McQuaid, can you understand why I'm looking at murky water? And I feel like I can't swallow. But he does show me that he's okay in the spirit world. Breed, are we still with you? Your ex-partner, did he take his life via the water? The Rain Goff said, I'm with the same age. No, I'm not seeing. I'm seeing water, but I'm not seeing this person in the water. I'm seeing them beside the water. I can actually, when I view it, I feel like I'm looking at a lake here. Beside water, yes. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, Lorraine. I just feel that he did take his let's see where this goes. Okay, just let's see where this goes because it's difficult when we have an audience. I can stand in front of the person and be able to pick up the energy directly from you. When it's this, it's a whole different game. But I feel I need to acknowledge the name David. I have to say the name David for whatever reason. I need to acknowledge that this was done close to water, but it wasn't in the water. It's like he's taken me beside away from, but if I stood outside of this place, I'd see the water. So whoever can understand that, Charlie. Okay. Bridge O'Neill, I need to go back to you again. This is crazy because I feel I need to acknowledge I'm looking. Yes, he did. I don't like saying this person hung themselves out of a tree. He did. And I am seeing the water, and that's the choking sensation that he's putting on me. But I need to acknowledge the name David. I have to say the name David as well. I want to acknowledge that there was three funerals in the 1 year connected to the same family as well. I need to acknowledge two other people there with him as well. But I feel like it went bump, bump, bump. And it was three people from the same family, literally, that went over into the spirit world in the space of 12 months. I need to acknowledge that. I feel like his birthday has just gone by and somebody had a motorcycle or did something on a motorcycle for with regards to remembering his name, and I need to acknowledge that there was a dark cloud around this person. I feel like they tried to do something before. Breach O'Neill, okay, his dad and his aunt after him. Okay, I'm still with you, Breach. I'm just gonna just go with the flow. This is what happens, guys. Well, when it's on, when we're on live, it's more difficult with the thing. So, Breach, this is your ex-partner. Am I right? And his dad and the two people that went. So there was three in the one family. Okay, I need to acknowledge, my God, Breach, you've some crowd in the spirit world. Because when the energy shifted, I thought, okay, this is somebody different coming in. But there was somebody different coming in, only it was his energy. He just wants to be acknowledged. I need to acknowledge him. So, but I also need to acknowledge that it's like there was there was a lot of, I don't know whether there was a family fighting or if there was a lot of kind of, that grief can bring the strangest of things and make people do the strangest of things as well. And it can make people very angry and emotional and everything else. And I feel like I'm looking at a family that was divided before he did something that he did. Before he did what he did, he makes me feel that there was a family divided. I'm not sure if it was because of land or it was over land or blade of grass, as I call it. But I feel that there was a shift in the family and two males did not speak to each other for quite some time. And I need to acknowledge that it was a case of he just walked away, walked away, walked away, walked away. There was a lot of upset after his dad. Was that linked to a property, the deeds of a property, a blade of grass, as I call it, a piece of land. But I feel that I need to acknowledge that they want this acknowledged, that they saw everything and they still see everything. Now, I don't know if that was put into probate or somebody blocked it in some way from being sold or being for the person that got it to be living in it. But I just need to acknowledge that this is stuff that they see from the spirit side, guys. I need to acknowledge when family, just because mum or dad or granny and granda or uncle or auntie pass over and they leave something to someone in a will, that the other family starts a big kerfuffle because they want it and they weren't left something, that this actually hurts them over there because it pains them to see families literally igniting with the wrong energy, and it does pull families apart. But I need to acknowledge, Breach, the link with there was a lot of upset, and I do feel that I'm looking at two males and I see the divide, and I still see a blank sheet of paper, which means they either didn't come to a conclusion or a happy medium, so to speak, to for this piece of property, and I need to acknowledge that for Breach. So can you understand that? Because he is acknowledging it here. And it's caused copious amounts of sleepless nights and anger in around two families. So I need to acknowledge that, Breach. So if you can understand that. But I feel that it's like that's in the past. I need to acknowledge, Breach, were you sitting thinking about the past today, literally today? Because I feel like I want to pull you out of the past and into the now, Breach. I really do. And you needed to come on here for this specific healing just for you. And I know I try to, his two brothers don't speak, okay. I try to not go deep or go as personal as they would like me to, because it's live and your business is your business. But I need to acknowledge he wants you to take your head away from the past and start moving forward into the now. That's why our eyes are on the front of our heads, guys, because if they were the back of our heads, we'd be crashing. And that's why emotionally, Breach, I feel that you've been crashing recently, is because you've been kind of either somebody's been talking to you about the past, and that you've ended up going back thinking, could I have done something to change that? You couldn't have done anything to change that, Breach. But I need to acknowledge that he suffered no pain, because I do see that you went over in spirit. He doesn't want me acknowledging the fact that he took his own life. He doesn't want me to do that. So, or how it went over. Okay, so, but I do want to acknowledge that regardless if two families are fighting, do you know, a blade of grass will still be a blade of grass when they step into the spirit world as well. Okay, and it's he doesn't see it as a big deal, and he did walk away. But I don't feel like he could handle the pressure that he was being put under either. And, you know, at the end of the day, we can only do what we can do, the best that we can do with what we have at the time. But emotionally, he's asking you, Breach, please stop looking backwards. Please stop looking backwards, because they're all there. It's amazing how, isn't it amazing how one will link into the other, to the other, to the other, to the other, and they will bring in this common denominator of life, that we are still alive, we are still in the living world. We need to be able to we need to be able to get up every day and keep moving forward, regardless of the past. It doesn't equal your future or your now. Okay, and that's all that matters, is the present moment. That's why it's called a present. It's a gift. So the thing is, if we don't help ourselves, Breach, then life will get very difficult. Life can get very, very difficult. And when we go down into little deep holes as well, reach out to others, Breach. Do you know? And maybe have a conversation. I don't know whether it's a sister figure for him that you need to have a conversation with, but I need to acknowledge that there is a female that's connected to him alive that would love to have a chat with you. So, Breach, I'm going to send all of his love, all of his light, and the lady, and the other gentleman, and the other lady that was in there with you. I will put you to the top of the healing list as well, Breach, because you do need it, but you have to take that step yourself. There's nobody that's going to be able to take that step for you. They see you wallowing and not being able to move forward, and we can wallow, it's allowed, we're human beings, but I feel like he wants to lift you up, needs to lift you up. The lady's doing it, he's doing it. It's like, get outside. I don't think you've been going outside too much either, Breach. So you need to get outside and get a bit of fresh air into your lungs. The spring is here. The brighter evenings are here, and that's what it's all about, breathing. Do you hear my dog crying? She doesn't normally do that, but anyway, she's crying. So I'm going to leave that with Breach. What I want to do before I... No. See, this is cracking up now. Why? Because we've gone over the hour, and Facebook interrupt any lives that go over an hour, which is crap, but we have gone over the hour. I need to announce the tickets, the winner of the tickets that liked and shared this live last week. The winner of these tickets, 2 tickets to This Is Not Goodbye the Show with me on the 18th of April. In 17 more days, we will be live with a microphone and an audience. And the winner for the 2 tickets tonight is somebody called Caitlin Tully. So Caitlin, Caitlin Tully. Caitlin Tully. Yeah, absolutely, Mags. The page is bad now because Facebook nearly pull you off because once it goes over an hour, but I need to acknowledge that. And I'm delighted that Breed's family came through and helped her. If we help one person out of 100, then we're doing okay. That's always a good day. And you're so welcome, Breed. You are so welcome, but you are surrounded by spirit, and they are watching and they are listening, and they're saying, get up, get up, get up, and keep going. Caitlin Tully, you have won 2 tickets. Not Goodbye the Show on the 18th of this month. Starts, doors open at 7:30 in the Hotel Kilmore in Cavan. Starts at 8 p.m. Guys, it's €20 for a ticket. Come down and join us for an absolute evening with a difference and enjoy the energy. Thanks, Debbie O'Toole, for popping that up there for me. You're a star, guys. So Caitlin Tully, if anybody knows Caitlin, jump on, tag Caitlin Tully. Here's your 2 tickets. I got them here. I need your address so we can pop them in the post in the morning. And I'm delighted that you won. Now, how do you win 2 tickets for next Monday is you like and share this live. That's it. Tag as many people as you know, and every time you tag somebody and share this, your name goes back into the pot. Doesn't matter if you tag 20. That's how many times you get into the club. So 2 tickets. Caitlin Tully, congratulations. It's in Hotel Kilmore, and on the 18th of this month. I cannot wait, and it's in County Cavan, and it's very easy to get to. Take it from someone that would get lost in a roundabout. It's very easy to get to. It's a very straight run to get to as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. So from me and the lads in the spirit world, Breed O'Neill, God bless you, pet. Know that the lads above never leave us. Know that the angels are always with us. Take action. Ask for the healing. Ask them to open the doors and watch what happens in your life. Life will change. So, Caitlin Tully, I'm so looking forward to seeing you on the night of the 18th. So, good night. God bless. And everybody, have a lovely, lovely week. And remember, like, share, tag a friend, and come along to the Hotel Kilmore in Cavan on the 18th, and doors open at 7:30, and we'll have a fantastic night. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Good night, Kimberly Marin. Good night.